All right, guys, good morning. Welcome back to this live stream. Those of you who watch this later, this is made possible ad-free. That's right, no ads for the holiday season for this Total OS live presentation, thanks to the PayPal and Patreon supporters. I like having no ads too, I'll be honest. If you would like to contribute and have more shows, more videos with no ad interruptions, you can make some contributions. Check out some links below in the show notes. All right, let's see. Let's check the stream live. Looks like we're good. We're in the green. All right, very good. Let me get right to it. The best Android bargain for this year is the Moto 5G, the Moto Edge 5G for 2022. Now, this phone is 1 year old. 1 year ago, this phone was about $500. That's right, 5 Benjamins. Right now on Amazon, okay? Right now on Amazon, you can get this for about $150. 500 down to 150 for a 1 year old phone. Now, Motorola has promised 3 OS updates, I believe up to Android 15, and 4 years of security patches. Okay, all for $150. Now, you will have to buy a case for it and maybe a screen protector. I just got a case for it, no screen protector. And I'm telling you, this is the best Android bargain of the year. Let me bring up a video I shot of this on my phone, and I think I can bring it up now. There we go. All right, so Motorola Edge 5G 2022. Stereo speakers, OLED display, beautiful OLED screen, by the way. Yes, you can see this in bright sunlight. I had no problems. Stereo speakers, you must have stereo speakers for a nice phone, right? Of course you do. In-screen fingerprint sensor that is super fast. I love this phone. This is the bargain. This is the Android bargain of the year for $150. So what's the downfall of this? There's 2 downfalls, and they're not that big. Number 1, there is no micro SD slot. Okay, full disclosure, if you want a micro SD slot, you may want to go with the Motorola Edge Plus, I believe. Double check that. No micro SD slot. And the Motorola cameras, these cameras in low light are not very good at night. But then again, I'm not shooting a zombie movie. Yeah, I don't usually shoot videos at night in low light anyway, so it doesn't matter. At least not for me. If you can live with that, the best phone, the best Android phone, superb screen, smooth scrolling as you see here, 5G. Now, one thing I noticed in this area here in Ohio, the 5G service is sporadic, so I did have to turn off 5G because my phone was heating up and it was draining battery life. And by the way, standby life battery for this phone is 3 days. That's right, standby. Now that means a few YouTube videos, streaming music. I don't play games on this. If that's all you do, 3 days on a full charge, 3 days battery life. All for $150. If you can find a better deal, let me know. I'll be happy to share it. But as we say in New York, you ain't gonna find a better deal than this. Forget about it. My Android pick for this year, the Motorola Edge 5G 2022 for $150 as of 30 minutes ago. It might change. I think they go up to about $200. I guess depending on the color maybe. I'm not sure. Mine is the dark one. Motorola, yeah. The best deals, it seems, the best bargains for Android phones for what you get. And by the way, this does have fast charging. It did not come with a fast charging power brick. I had a spare one here somewhere. But honestly, for 150 bucks, I'm not complaining. I love this phone. This is my first phone that's 5G, OLED screen, and really here where I live, 4G is perfectly fine. I don't need the 5G. And I think 5G might be overrated, as I've noticed 5G drains the battery a lot faster. If you keep your phone in 5G, you may not get 3 days of standby. I don't think so. Anyway, the Moto Edge 2022 5G, the Android bargain of the year, right now on Amazon. Check out the links below in the show notes for starting for $150. All right, let me switch screens here on my end. Give me a moment. Let's see what we have here. Let me see if anybody's in the chat. I'll stick around to say hello. If not, we'll wrap it up for this early morning live show. Let's see, where are we at here? Let me go here, here, screen. All right, let me transition there on the screen. Let me refresh this. Give me a second here. Doesn't look like there's anybody there. All right, let's see. You think I would know how to do this by let me get out of fan funding live chat. That's what I want. There we go. Joseph is in the house. All right, Joseph, good morning. Joseph says you just installed KDE on LMDE6 computer last night. Okay. Linux Mint Debian Edition, very good. Linux Mint, a bit off topic, but yeah, it's my top 3 Linux-based systems for this year would be Chrome OS is number 1, or Chromebooks, or Chrome OS Flex. Love me some Linux Mint. I like the Mate version, and of course Zorin OS. If you are new to all this, and even if you're not, you cannot go wrong with those top 3 in terms of ease of use and just systems that you can just trust. You don't really have to fix anything. At least not that I've noticed in my multiple tests. So Chrome OS, Flex, Chromebooks, I haven't noticed a single bug. Fantastic. And then from there you can branch out into whatever else you want to branch up. By the way, speaking of Chromebooks, check out the deals on the Chromebooks Plus. I had a friend of mine from Florida call me, and I told him about the Chromebooks Plus, starting at about, I think, $329 for a system that will give you 10 years of updates. Fantastic. And yes, they will blend very well with your Android phone, because there are Android apps on the Chromebook that you can install if you want to. I have. All right, I just ran out of coffee, I just realized. All right, I'll stick around just a few more minutes. If anybody else is in the chat and wants to say hello. Again, this was unscheduled. I had some time this morning. So I wanted to share this with you before I forget. Again, this is the Moto Edge 5G, the best Android deal for this year for $150. If you don't need the very best cameras to shoot in low light at night, then this phone is probably for you. I've had an iPhone in the past. They're okay, but it's not for me. I like to have a little bit more control over my phones, if you know what I mean, switching between Windows and Linux. I don't want to install iTunes. Again, just a personal preference. All right, let's see here. Um, all right, Joseph says you had a Motorola One. I need to put my different glasses on. These are my old ones. Motorola One 5G Ace. Okay. For 2 years, and it's getting slower. Generally speaking, Joseph, with Android, and really with all phones, if you notice they are getting slower, like my Motorola Stylus did, yes, it is time to upgrade. The Motorola One Ace, I don't think that was a high-end flagship phone, if I had to take a guess. But generally speaking, if your phone feels like it's getting slower, it is time to upgrade. I had my Stylus for over 2 years, Joseph, and yeah, I could feel it dragging, even after I deleted some apps, and yeah, it is time to upgrade. With the Moto phones, I believe the most you get in terms of OS updates, Android updates, I believe is 3 years. So yeah, on their mid-tier to flagship phones, from what I saw. Anything less than that, yeah, if it's 2 years, it's time to do an upgrade. Yeah. So check out the phone that I mentioned. Like I said, I've had it 2 weeks. It's wonderful. I mean, these OLEDs, these high bright screens are terrific. And I'm a big fan of Android, but need to look for a budget to mid-range. Yeah, I mean, you can get. I've seen the Moto phones starting at. I think I saw one for $79.99, $99. I would not go that low personally, because for $50 more, you can get this. I guess the Edge would be considered mid-range to high-range for $150, and you're good for at least another 3 years. For $150, that has 4K recording, stereo speakers, beautiful display. That's if you really need a phone, Joseph, that's the one I would go with. Again, check out the links below, the Amazon affiliate links below in the show notes if you're going to get one. That'll help support the channel. But for my tests, and I think you guys know me by now, I call it as I see it. And this is the bargain of the year if you're looking for an Android phone. The only one that comes close to this in terms of features, maybe the Samsung, what is it, the A54, but I think that's around $250, maybe even more. But in terms of a deal, yeah, go with the Moto Edge 5G 2022. Last I checked on Amazon, there are a few left. I love mine. Pardon me. Okay. Out of stock at these phones are unlocked, Joseph. I recommend unlocked phones, and I have T-Mobile. So I don't know if I doubt if Verizon would have it in their store, but yeah, I prefer unlocked, so I can pick and choose. Again, this is really all about freedom and choosing what you want to go with, Joseph. So, yeah, these phones, last I checked, for the price, are unlocked phones. And I have the, now I'm not being sponsored by T-Mobile or nothing, but I have the prepaid T-Mobile plan for $15 a month, unlimited calling and text, and 3 gigs of data, which for me right now is plenty right now. Where I work, I don't do a lot of driving. So the T-Mobile plan for $15 a month is probably your best deal out there. Again, it's prepay. You can drop it any time. So try it. Again, I'm not being sponsored by anyone. Yeah. $670 phone. What phone for $670? For the Edge? I know there's a 2023 model, but even that seems high. Really? Verizon wants $670 for a Moto Edge? No. No way, Jose. Go to Amazon. Again, there's a link below in the show notes. $150. Even for a brand new Edge phone, that's way too much, Joseph. I'm sorry. No. Go to Amazon, buy it unlocked. And Amazon may have extended return policy for the holidays, Joseph. I'm not sure. Really, for most people, 30 days is enough. But no. Don't do that. No. $350 at Best Buy. No kidding. Still that high. Wow. Nope. Go to Amazon. $150. Maybe a little bit higher. I'm not sure why certain colors run a little bit more. If that's the case, I think it's kind of silly, but whatever. Well, I cannot believe those prices. My goodness. Well, like I said, this is an excellent Android deal. Now make sure you get a case for it, because we all drop our phones. Don't we? Duh. All right, as we speak, I'm checking actually the headlines on my Moto Edge phone. Weather forecast and so on. Okay, let me get back here. 280 at Amazon. Nah. Click the link I posted in the show notes, Joseph. That should come up for 150. It should work. All right, let's give this a 5-minute warning, and we'll wrap this up. Last call for comments, and if anybody else is watching, wants to say hello or has a question, those of you who I missed, maybe I'll catch you on the next one. Again, for this holiday season, you can enjoy these live shows, no ads, ad-free. Yeah. Check the link below down the show notes, Joseph. You should be able to see that 1-year-old phone for $149.99 and up, depending on the color, I do believe. Now, it may or may not come with a charger, but for $150, I would not complain. The only phone I would consider paying close to full price might be one of the flip phones. I think Motorola had a good deal for less than $1,000 because it is something different. That would be the only one I would consider. Maybe. All right, last call for comments. Anything else? And we'll wrap this up. Joseph, if you pick up this phone, let me know how it works out for you. I think you'll be very happy with it, as I am. All right, Joseph, thank you for popping in this morning. The rest of you, sorry I missed you guys. Maybe I'll catch you on the next one. Again, if you pick up this phone, check out the links below in the show notes. And yeah, I think you'll be happy with it. I'm very happy with mine. So I need to check what updates I need to do on my phone before I start my day. And I'll catch you on the next one. Happy holidays and be safe out there. Take care. Bye-bye.